Welcome to the Salon marketing course. This is my favorite part. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I am. I love the marketing aspect of our salon businesses because there's so many things that we can do. So I get super, super excited when I get to talk to salon owners and stylists about marketing. So join in my excitement because I am going to prepare you for the world of marketing once you get to the end of this course. I promise you, you're going to have a new and clear outlook of how to market your business once we get to the end of this course. Yes. Okay. I'm back. Let me bring it down a level and prepare you for salon marketing. Now, one of the biggest issues with entrepreneurs, and this is in any business, so not just you, but it was my issue as well. It was marketing. At the end of the day, everyone always say, you got to market your business. You got to put your business out there. But there's no clear definition on what that is. I look at marketing as if a client or a guest is going to come to you and they say they want to be a redhead. And you're like, okay, cool. But what type of redhead? Do you want orange red? Do you want red hot? Do you want red with a hint of purple? Do you want copper? What type of red are you looking for? Red is just endless. Same instance, if someone say, okay, can you make me blonde? Okay, you want a caramel blonde, you want a honey blonde, you want a strawberry blonde. Do you want a warm blonde, a cool blonde, a ash blonde? What type of blonde are you looking for? Do you want to be more blonde where it almost look like it's white? Like, marketing is the same way when it comes to doing hair. It's so many avenues for you to travel, so many things for you to do. That's like when somebody say, do my nails and just hook them up. You're like, okay, what does that mean? Do you want designs? Do you want rhinestones? What colors you like? What colors you don't like? All of those details that we have to get into when we're actually performing our technical skills is the same aspect of when it gets into marketing. Now, I know you're probably saying, okay, marketing is hard. Everyone says marketing is hard. Or, I'm not into social media. I don't like handing out business cards. Or I only use word of mouth. Or, you know what? I really don't have time to do marketing. Or I don't want to be on camera. And I am not computer or tech savvy. But I get it because you also don't know where to start. So all of these reasons is what I hear on a day-to-day basis from salon owners and stylists on why they're not into marketing. One of the biggest things is I don't know where to start. Or on the flip side, I run into salon owners and stylists where they say I am overflowing with clients and I just need stylists. Well, marketing and gaining new stylists go hand in hand. Like, if you're marketing somehow, somewhat, even if you're just using word of mouth and you're continuously gaining clients, you got to market in order to get stylists as well. So it's like a double-edged sword. Marketing is a must when it comes to running your salon business, your entire beauty business. So why is marketing important? You need to gain new clients. If your clientele is not where you want to be, marketing is going to have you gain new clients. But marketing is going to have you target your ideal client. Marketing is also going to help you attract new stylists or beauty pros. If you're looking for that wonderful nail tech, if you're looking for that barber to bring on your team, if you're looking for that colorist to bring on your team, if you're looking for a lash tech to bring on your team, all of that goes back to marketing. But it also brings awareness to your salon and it allows you to become the number one business in your city. Not to mention marketing can increase your income. Okay, we all want an income increase. So marketing does all of these things. And this is why marketing is important. So let's dive in because marketing matters. Marketing matters. Get your pens, papers, crayons, highlighters, whatever you've been going through these courses with. Just let's get ready to dive in and to really dissect and take some notes. So, of course, I am your salon coach, ElishaMonique, and your hair product development consultant, partnering with salon owners and stylists, helping you create that solid business structure and foundation so that you can build a team, clientele, increase your retail products. We're going to develop that hair product line as well. And then we're going to sit back and hire a salon manager, open multiple locations, and retire from the chair with ease and profitability. Now, you know that sounds fabulous. You're like, yes, I am ready. Let's go. I do all of this through my Salon Business Blueprint Club, where I am the CEO of this company. And we not just help you build your salon business, but we also help you with business credit. So this is just a quick screenshot of helping our clients get business credit together, because building a salon business, getting the foundation, your systems, all of that is great. But in order to leverage this business and open up multiple businesses or begin to create that hair product line, you need business credit. And I like to help you separate yourself from the business as well. And business credit is one of the tools that we throw in to help our clients with. So you're going to create your salon blueprint, but we're also going to help you build that business credit as well, so that this blueprint is truly solid and you truly separate yourself from the business. But develop a hair product line too. Now, you know, retail is the second stream of income in this business. You've graduated from school, you went out and gained your license, and of course, you have to use retail products. That's your second stream of income by nature. So we help you also build your product and build your brand and get your product out there. If you're selling in the salon, then we help you expand to online. If you're not selling in the salon, we give you a strategy in order to start selling retail products in the salon as well. So not just inside of the Salon Business Blueprint Club do we help you get your salon business together, but we help you with other elements to be able to open these multiple locations. Business credit is going to allow you to do that and build a product brand. So let's jump into marketing, because this is how we're actually going to start building you up. We got to get you into marketing. We got to expand your horizons. We got to expand where you are. And you're going to start exactly where you are in marketing. So here are the 3 key functions. The first key function when it comes down to marketing is your offers. The second function is pricing. And the third function is strategy. And we're going to get into every part of these functions. I'm going to break it all down to you, clearly explain it. And in the end, we're going to lay out an entire strategy with an example that you can take this whole strategy and incorporate different things. I'm going to say things because I'm going to break all this down and show you what things you can put inside of your strategies. So enough. Let's jump in. We're going to start with offers. So there are 3 different categories of offers. You have your services, you have packages, and you have retail. So with your services, these are items such as featured services, specials that you're going to have, or new services. So services is everything that's requiring you to stand behind the chair or your stylist to stand behind a chair and physically perform on people, whether it's nail services, braid services, lock services, any hair services, color services, whatever services you want to, put out there. But this is called offers. So services is one offer. Now, a featured service is something that you really want people to get to know that you do. So let's say a featured service is this new extension technique that you've been doing for quite some time, and no one really knows that you do it. It's not new, but you want to showcase this service a little bit more. So we will feature that hair extension service. A special is something that you probably want to mark down a little bit, give a little discount off in order to really push this service out there. It can also be paired with a new service. So it can be a new service special. So let's take, for example, you go out and you learn a new technique, or you bring in a new service. So you're a predominantly hair service salon, but you want to bring in a brow tech and start offering microblading. Or you want to bring in a body wrap specialist and start offering body wraps. And you want to bring them in and offer a special so that the people are coming into your salon, the clients currently and new clients can say, oh, this is a new service. So we want to mark it down as a special to see how it's received in your business. And we also want to feature that as a new service that's being offered. So a new service is something that it doesn't exist in your salon. No one ever knew you had this, or you're just now bringing it in and you want to see what the response is. So this is an example. These three are examples of service offers. Our next category is packages. So packages are things that we're going to put together. Think of it as getting a nice package of items in the mail, or nice packages of services that you can buy. A package service, an example, is getting a relaxer, a cut, a style, a treatment, all of that in one. That's a service package. And then you can also have service packages bundled with retail. So let's say you have a keratin treatment service that you're offering, and you know that every guest needs to take home this specific shampoo and condition to, for the longevity of the keratin, because they have to be sulfate free. So you can pair your retail shampoo and condition with the keratin service. This is a package deal. And then you have bundles. So your bundle deals can be, let's say you have hair extensions and you're pairing it with your hair extension service. So you have the hair extension itself and you're pairing it with the hair extension service. Or let's say you have some type of treatment services that you want to offer and you're pairing it with your silk press treatments. And then different packages of your memberships as well. So memberships is actually a package. An example of membership packages is if you do, let's say about 80% of your clientele is shortcuts. And your shortcut clients are going to come in every 2 weeks and get their haircut or get their hair styled and maintained. You can offer a membership service for them to get a certain amount of shampoos and styles per month. Maybe it will include a halo relaxer if you're providing those. So your membership is a package deal where they got multiple services in there together that they can pay ahead of time. This is another example of an offer. So packages are retail and services, bundles, and membership. These are one category of offers. So your last category of offers is your retail. Retail consists of your gift cards, your gift baskets, new products, or new featured products, new features that you're bringing in. So we all know gift cards can be like, $50, $75, whatever your gift card value is. And then you have baskets. So let's say you take your shampoo, condition, and a head wrap and maybe a brush, and you bundle those together in a nice little basket. It got a nice little plastic wrapper on it with a little bow. This is a retail. And this is a basket that you're creating. And then let's say you have some new products. So you've already been selling some other products, but you just now started your own hair product line. Now, mind you, like, okay, I'm not going to get rid of the lines that I know and sell yet, but I want to feature my new hair product line. So these are your new products for your retail. This is an offer as well. And then features. So let's say you do features at different times of the year. Now, a feature could be during the winter months, you feature all your hydration treatment products, whether it's a shampoo, a conditioner, a leave-in, an oil, whatever you want to feature as hydration for the winter. Those are featured items. And then let's say on the flip side, during the summertime, everyone hair is frizzy and you like the moisture, it's poofing. Everyone needs, different items for the summer than for the winter. So you feature these items at specific times. Features can also include your merchandise items. So in the wintertime, you may have different silk protection for your hair, where you would need winter hats. And then in the summertime, you may feature different summertime head wraps or bonnets or things like that. But features are just items that you want to bring forward, or merchandise items that you want to bring attention to so that people can say, oh, okay, I see they offer this. So these are 3 examples of offers: services, packages, and retail. This is the first function of creating your marketing for your business. Now, since we've talked about your features, let's get down to pricing. And pricing is so important Because at the end of the day, all of this marketing effort that you're doing and putting out, you need to be able to make money. In a nutshell, you need to be able to make money. So here's some basic calculations that you need to do when it comes to pricing these services, packages, and retail. The formula is to create the price per service by including the price per product use, which is the amount of, let's say, shampoo and conditioner you use for a service, the amount of a product you may need for a silk press, the amount of spray you may need, to finish that style, the amount of wrap foam you need to lay that hair for a shortcut, the amount of thread you will use to create this sewing. So price per product is the amount of each product needed in order to perform the services. And then you have your cost per hour. So how much do you really want to get paid per hour? If you look at how much your services are priced and you do this breakdown, most salons and stylists that I work with find out that their cost per hour is less than $30 per hour. Because the price of the service, once we take away the product and the items that we need, then the amount of money that's left behind is how much you're working per hour. Mind you, this cost per hour does not have like a small profit margin set in there. So I want you to go back and I want you to look at all the services that you offer, all the packages that you've put together, including the memberships that you want to offer. I want you to look at your retail products as well. And I want you to put these 3 calculations together and make sure that you come up with the correct price for each service, package, and retail. Because at the end of the day, when you're putting out your marketing efforts, you want that money to be great for you. You want that return to be great for you. Once we get down to strategy, you'll see why this part, these offers, and the pricing is so important. So along with your pricing, here are some questions I want you to ask yourself. These are calculations that are needed if you're going to do a special or offer some sort of discount. I want you to ask yourself, how much money do you want to make? If you discount any service, I want you to know how much money do you want to make at that rate. So if your service is, just for the sake of throwing out whole numbers, if that service is priced at $500 and you discount it to $250, how much money do you want to make for that $250? So any special you put out, you got to understand how much you want to make, but not just how much you want to make, but how many people do you need to do in order to make the money that you want to make? So if you have a $500 service that you're going to get 50% off, and now that service is $250, and your goal is to make, let's say, $1,000, well, how many people do you need to service in order to make $1,000 at the $250 price? It's something to consider. But also not just that, what is the beginning and end date? So for the time that you're discounting this service, what's the time frame? Is it 2 weeks that you need to get this amount of people to make this amount of money? Is it for the entire month? Like, think about it. What is the beginning and end date that people need to take advantage of this? But here's the key part of why your beginning and end date is important. Because if you want someone to take advantage of a special you have going on for the entire month, there's no urgency around that. So we can begin on November the 1st and end on November the 30th. They have the entire month to take advantage of this special that you're running. And that means that for the whole month that you're running this special, plus about a month prior to or 2 weeks prior, because you have to let people know when that special is coming. So 2-3 weeks prior to the special taking place, you got to let people know that's coming. So for the next 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to be telling people about this special that you're going to have for 30 days at this discounted rate. I hope this makes sense. I want to give you a scenario, right? So imagine this. I want to offer this new service that I'm bringing in. It's an expensive service. It costs me, let's say, $1,000 to get educated on this service. I want to bring this service in because the class I taken told me that I can charge a minimum of, let's say, $300, right? I can charge $300 for this service. But it's new. No one knows it exists. So I want to give it away for 30 days for half price at $150. My goal is at that $150 is to at least make my money back from attending this class of $1,000. So if I give it away for $150 and my goal is to make $1,000, that means I need to do at least, what is that, about 8 to 10 people to just have a little bit of profit on this service. But you're doing that for an entire month. So this is where it gets tricky at a lot of times when I work with salons and stylists, when it comes to discounting the services, when it comes down looking at the raw facts and looking at the numbers. Like the scenario is to offer this special so I can get a certain amount of people. That's a whole 30 days of discounted services. When in actuality, you can have it within a week of discounted services. And for the rest of the month, you go back up to your $300 rate and make the regular money. Now, that's something for you to think about. If you need to take a minute and press the pause button and really consider some of the past specials that you have and whether they made sense or did not make sense, and take some notes of those, by all means, press the pause button and really look at the specials that you have and understand that how much do you want to make if you discount a service? How many people do you need in order to make that income? And what is the beginning and end date in order to get these people to make that income? Think of that. Take a pause. These are the type of offers if you want to, when you're creating your prices, we're creating prices off of these offers right here that you're putting together. Now, but not just your offers, right? So we've developed our offers. We understand our pricing. We've taken a back step, look back a little bit of the things that we've done so we can write that down, and we're going to re-strategize all of this. So this is our biggest part. We got to re-strategize. Now, since we know our offers, we know our pricing, it's time for strategy. So let's dive into that. The first part of strategy is identifying the goal. What's the goal? Why are we doing this? It's as if you tell a child to go and do something, and they're like, "Mommy, why are we doing this again? Dad, can you explain to me why we're doing this? What are we supposed to do? What's the purpose? Why are we going here? What's going to happen?" So when it comes down to strategy, it's all about identifying the goal. What is the goal of doing whatever it is you're doing? What is the goal of putting out these different offers? What is the goal of featuring a service? What is the goal of offering memberships? What's the goal of selling these baskets? Identify the goal. Now, once we've identified the goal, let's say the goal is featured services or products. Here's the next questions you have to ask yourself. What is it that you want people to know? As we identify what the goal is, you want to feature services or products. What is it that you want people to know about each of these items? What do you want them to know about a special? What do you want them to know about the new service? What should they know about the bundles you offer or the memberships or the gift cards that you have? What is it that you want people to know? And not just that, but what is it that you want people to do? So now, since you gave me the information, or you showed me some tips, or you showed me a new method, you showed me a new service, you told me the benefits of a new service, you've told me how to care for my hair by sharing retail products, you've given me all of this information. For one, sidebar, it shows that you're an expert in whatever it is that you're sharing. Okay, I'm back. But you shared all of this stuff. So what is it that you want people to do? At the end of the day, everything in marketing has a purpose. What do you want to put out and tell people that they need to know in order for them to make a decision based on what you want them to do? So here are some things you want people to do. You want them to book an appointment. At the end of the day, we all want everybody to book an appointment. I don't care how many before and after photos you put out there. I don't care how many cards you hand out. You want people to book an appointment. And I get it. But you also got to want people to buy. You want people to shop your store. You want people to join your newsletter. You want people to share this with a friend. You want people to follow you. You want people to like whatever you're putting out. You want people to DM you. You want people to go to your website. You want them to click a link. You want them to sign up, and you want them to come visit you. So these are called call to actions. Call to actions are, what do you want people to do? Tell me what you want me to do. If you're going to give me hair tips, then tell me to come visit you for more information. What is it that you want people to know? If you want to tell me about how to maintain my hair, then tell me to join your mailing list for more news updates and tips. If you want to tell people the importance of getting this retail basket and why they need it, okay, now tell me to go shop your store. These are call to actions. So everything you put out should have a call to action. Tell people to do something, even if it's as simple as like this post or follow me or share it with a friend. You must tell people what to do at the end of the day, because that's all a part of your marketing strategy. So now we have a marketing strategy. Let's put all of this together. Here's my favorite part. This is the part that I like doing with all of my clients, because once we've created every aspect of your marketing piece, right? We get to put together your marketing story. Here's the story. Our marketing story consists of an offer, a price, a strategy with a call to action. So here's a marketing story that I put together. This is actually a photo of my work as a hairstylist. My offer was Luscious Lengths. Luscious Lengths was a hair extension service that I provided. It includes hair extensions with a blended cut and style. The price of this service was $599. Once again, it included the hair extensions, the blended cut, and style. Now, the goal of showing these photos and putting everything out there, the monthly goal for that month, as I talk about Luscious Lengths, was to gain 10 new clients. And in gaining the 10 new clients, the total income gain was $5,990. Now, I must say, my entire marketing story was not based off of that income gain. It was based off of gaining 10 new clients. The goal was to gain 10 new Luscious Length clients. The money was not the goal, because if the money was the goal, then I wouldn't focus on my next part, which is the strategy. But you do need to know what that income gain would be. So my strategy was to educate my potential clients on the health of hair of Luscious Lengths, comparison of Luscious Length to other hair services, other extension services, and to educate them on the maintenance of wearing the Luscious Lengths. Once I did all of these three things, my call to action was to book a consultation. Now remember, when we talked about call to actions, our call to actions was to shop the store, to buy, to join, to share a friend, follow, like, all of this stuff, right? My entire call to action, if you want to go off of this list, was come visit, which was book a consultation. I must say that I've gained the 10 new clients by telling them to book a consultation. However, they actually booked an appointment to get the service done. They did not book the consultations because the entire marketing strategy was to tell people about the health of the extensions, compare them to other extensions, and show them how to maintain their extensions. Everything that I put out far as marketing and telling people about luscious length, they were well educated that they made a decision to just book the service and not the consultation. So yes, my call to action was to come and let's talk about it. But because I was already talking about it and already showing my expertise and already giving them the education that they needed, they ended up booking an appointment to actually get the service done. And this is the beauty of writing out your marketing story. So I knew what I wanted people to do. I'm saying, and then even in some posts, I would say, hey, tag a friend. Hey, share this with a friend. And don't forget to double tap and give me a like. Hey, if you can, please share this in your stories. So I had other call to actions that was not to book an appointment, but to gain 10 new clients. Remember, the monthly goal was to gain 10 new clients. That month, that's all my goal was to showcase luscious length and get new clients. I understood my price point and I understood my total income gain. And I started to put information out there that allowed people to make different decisions than the call to action that I had. But because I had a call to action, the link they would click to book the consultation and schedule, instead of them scheduling that link, they would actually schedule the appointment link. They were all listed in one place where people could access it at. I didn't hide where to book the consultation. They made the decision to book the actual service. So this is your marketing story. And this is what marketing all boils down to. So you can take this example right here and plug in any service. And this is featuring a service. You can put in your retail products. You can put in your memberships. You can put in your bundles. You can put in color services. You can put in your new services. It doesn't matter what item you plug in, but it's all about creating the marketing story. So that as you put things out, whether it's create a flyer and have your clients have out a flyer or just do word of mouth, you understand what the story is so that this is the story you are talking about for the next 30 days. And even if you want to feature it longer, you can talk about this for the next 3 months. The length of time that you want to talk about your marketing story depends on you, but you understand the story. So now it uncomplicates. I'm not quite sure if that's a word, but it makes marketing a little bit easier when you know what your story is and you're specific in talking about this certain thing that you want people to take part in. So marketing is all about creating a marketing story and bringing attention and awareness and educating your potential clients about this story. At the same time, as you're featuring services and offers and putting things out there and even switching this for stylists, because your marketing story consists of the people you want to hire as well. So you put this out there and show what it is that you have to offer. Show whether how your structured business is, and start putting together the strategy on to educate people about your business. The call to action will be to come and fill out an application. Come check us out. Come see what our salon is like. So your marketing story is always what you're going to put out there, what people are going to see. Now, I've added some bonuses because, well, just because I know you got the story. You like, okay, now what do I do with the story? Great, peaches, because marketing matters. And now I got the story and I don't know what to do with it. So here's what you do. These are different platforms that you're going to be sharing your marketing story on. Whether it's the first column through social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, or YouTube. You got to put your story out there somewhere. Even if you put your story on your Google business, you put it on Yelp, you put it on Craigslist, you put it on Nextdoor. Everybody needs to know what this marketing story is. If you take your marketing story and you share it to your email list on MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Shopify, Wix, or you got Kartra, Your marketing story is going to go out there also. If you put it to your client list on Vagaro, Booksy, or even if you decide to, I'm going to put it in the local newspaper or the local magazine. Then you're going to take your marketing story and find a couple podcasts to be featured on. You're going to jump into a couple clubhouses. You're going to make a flyer and stick it out in a community somewhere at different community places or rec centers or small business centers, and you're going to take that and put it out to different events. You're going to show up at different events and hand out some flyers and things like that. Remember, your marketing story now needs to be seen. And these are the places that your story can get seen on or at. Now, to tackle these platforms, I must say, do not tackle everything at one time. If you're like, look, I am not social media strategy, the list of social media we have on the first column, I need you to pick one, and that is the one that you're going to put your marketing story on. You cannot figure out how to market on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and YouTube all at the same time, because there are different platforms requiring different ways for you to show up. YouTube is videos. Pinterest is photos. LinkedIn is more business. TikTok is definitely different than Facebook. So understanding how each platform operates is going to help you be able to put that marketing story out there. Also, too, I want to say, if you're like, I am not a fan of TikTok, I cannot figure out YouTube videos, you pick what is convenient for you as well. When it comes to Google, you should have a Google Your Business where you can still place things that you're placing on these social medias on your Google business page. Yelp, Craigslist, and Nextdoor are also ways for you to build in your community area and showcase information that you have. You already have a client database. You should be collecting your clients' emails along with your clients' phone numbers, of course. You can send out text blasts with hair information, hair maintenance, hair tips. You can do all of that in a text blast. But if you have their email, you can create newsletters and send those out through marketing campaigns. If you do not have an email system, my favorite is ActiveCampaign. It's very easy. It's very simple to use. Some websites like Kartra, Wix, or Shopify allows you to email through that system. Vagaro and Booksy does the same thing as well. If you tap into your online scheduling system, there may be a marketing area that you haven't dived into yet. It also may cost you a little bit more for the system that you're paying for in order to utilize more of the marketing efforts that they do have. If you're out and you're listening to a clubhouse and you pop in, it's like, oh, that's a local clubhouse. You can pop in and just give some hair information. So these are all platforms that you could just pick a couple of them, put yourself out there and see what happens. Now, how do you put yourself out there? What do you need? These are the different types of content. So you can put out video. Video can be pre-recorded video, just how you're watching and learning this class, it's pre-recorded. Video can also be live. Now, if you know like you cannot do live, I get it. Pre-record yourself. Pre-record yourself doing 5-minute hair tips, hair maintenance, hair knowledge, product knowledge, sharing about your information. If you're comfortable in front of the camera but not comfortable with live, do the pre-recorded. If you're comfortable with live, every now and then you can go live every day if possible. Go live, share your information, and when you go live, it does not have to be for a lengthy period of time either. If you go live for about 10 minutes, that's great. What you can also do is save it. Once you're done live, you can save it to your phone, and then you can use that video to repurpose later on, and it becomes the pre-recorded content. So you can repurpose that video later on. You can also share photos. You can share transformations. One of the transformations that you just saw was the extension services. So you saw the hair sitting there, the hair going in, and then the completed service. Those are transformation. Everyone loves a great before, natural, afro, huge curly hair, transform into this long, silky, bouncy silk press. Those are like my favorite transformations to look at. You can share newsletters, and of course, you can always share hair tips. Hair tips is just stating your expertise, sharing that you are knowledgeable. And mind you, these hair tips, videos, live or pre-recorded, can be done by you or anyone else on your team, other hairstylists as well, and promoted across the salon's platform to share that this salon is knowledgeable about what it is that they have to offer. Now, I know you're saying, okay, I got all this content. Now what? How do I put it out? Because I really don't have time to be posting all day long. I get it. I don't have time to be posting all day long either. But these are the best scheduling platforms. My favorite is the Facebook business page. Every business should have a Facebook business page. For one, when someone Googles your business, typically at the top of the list, it's your website, your Facebook business page, and then we can roll into your Google your business or your Instagram or things like that will come down below. So having your Facebook business page will allow you to schedule a lot of the content, and then you can also share it to your Instagram as well. Now, I must say, when you're using your business page and you're going to share it to your Facebook, Instagram, when you're typing in the words, your call to actions, if your call to actions have links, please put the link on your Facebook page, but be sure that the link is in your bio on your Instagram as well. So what your call to action section will look like when you're scheduling on your Facebook business page, it will say something like, click the link in my bio to schedule an appointment. And you will also put the link underneath of that. So if I'm on your Facebook business page, I can click the link. If I'm reading this post on Instagram, I will click the link in your bio. This is the way you can schedule for both platforms on one platform. You can also post on Instagram if you like and send it to your business page, but Instagram doesn't allow you to schedule out your posts. Your scheduling comes from your Facebook business page. Another thing too, so this is a sidebar, if you're like, I don't use Facebook business page, I don't even have one. If you plan on getting into ads or anything like that later on, you definitely have to have a Facebook business page. So even if you're not using it, it's best to schedule your content from there and just allow the content to build that page up. Make sure your links on your Facebook business page are up to date. Make sure people can get to your website, can see your hours of operation. Like, just make sure your whole Facebook business page is set up correctly and properly, and all your links click, and just use it to post to your Instagram and allow it to bring traction to your page from just basic Google search. Another scheduling platform is Hootsuite, Planoly, or Later. All three of these platforms allow you to schedule your posts out, so that way you're not constantly, posting through social media all day long. So this is salon marketing. Yes, wonderful. You made it. You did it. You have made it to the end of salon marketing. Take a breather, sit back, relax, and digress on all this information that you have just absorbed. Because you now have a great understanding of how to market your business. You know what a marketing story is. You know what your offer is. You know what your pricing is. And you know how to put it all together. Now, your next step is to take a breather, go over your notes, and probably go back in, rewind this, start from the beginning, make sure that you have all great information, make sure everything looks good. I want you to take that marketing story and I want you to start creating different marketing stories for your salon business, for your beauty business. Because as you start to push things out, you understand your marketing story and you understand when, how, and why you are pushing out certain things. This is going to make your marketing so much easier. And if you like, you know what? I got a lot of stories. Start with the top 3 stories that you want people to know. And for the next 60 days, I want you to only talk about those top 3 stories that you want people to know. Continue. Consistency is the key when it comes to marketing. Consistency is the key. If you can talk about your top 3 marketing stories for off the next 60 days, you can then switch and add in 3 different marketing stories for the next 60 days. If you do this 4 times a year, you're going to end up with a 12-month marketing strategy. Yes, a 12-month marketing strategy. I know you're like, oh my God, that is genius. But all you got to do is start with 1 marketing story. Now, you can do this. I believe in you. Go ahead on and create that 1 marketing story. Don't forget to head on over to my website at ElishaMonique.com. I am your salon coach. If you're interested in being in my full mentorship program, I would love to have you. So head on over to ElishaMonique.com and book your rapid growth call. And let's jump on a call and let's talk about how we can continue to work together. Don't forget to head on over to the Facebook group for accountability and support. I am here to support you. If you're like, hey, I'm in the Facebook group. Can I ask you for support over there? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. If you're like, well, I got this part and I want to jump into the mentorship program because I feel like I need a little bit more, and I can definitely go on a little bit more in more depth. Ask that inside of the Facebook group as well. I am here as your accountability coach to help you get through and build this salon business structure that you need to build a solid beauty business so that you can build this team. You can understand how to organize your business. You can open up multiple locations, and you can definitely retire from the chair with ease and profitability. Now, go out and be great.